Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. Today I will talk about the new moon in the sign of Aries that will happen at 0 degrees and 49 minutes. And I'm going to discuss it for each and every single sign. So I will start off with a general description, and then I recommend you to watch your sun sign and your rising sign, and if you want also your moon sign. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. I'm reading the general transits, right? If you want to know more personally what it means for you, or you want to have a birth chart reading, you can find my email in the description box below. Okay, so we are in this really massive shift, right? And on the 21st of March, or the 20th or 21st, we're gonna have this equinox happening at the same time. And we're going to have this feeling of a new start, a new beginning, right? Because Aries is the first sign. It's shifting into this sign, right, at 0 degrees. So there is this massive sense of a new beginning, but at the same time, we are closing a chapter as well, because we're going to have Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius just after. So it's going to be like this confusing energy, this contradictory energy, like being excited one day and then the next day you're going to feel upset. It's like you're not really sure what to do, right? We have Jupiter in the sign of Aries conjuncting Chiron, the wounded healer. So again, we are healing a massive part within ourselves. And when we look at Aries, this is all about identity, leadership. You know, how much do I love myself? Am I taking risks in life, or am I afraid to take any risk in life? Because Aries likes to take risks. It goes head first. And with Chiron there, we're kind of afraid maybe to step forward, or we doubt ourselves. And with Jupiter here, Jupiter expands. Jupiter has faith. So around this time, you're starting to have faith in yourself again. So what happens is that all the emotions that have been in your body, that are like, have been trapped there for a long time, are going to be revealed. So you have now the time to heal that. So I want you to know that your feelings are valid around this time. It is kind of an emotional roller coaster. We already had Saturn moving into the sign of Pisces, and Pisces rules the 12th house. And this is also related to your subconscious, your karma. Stuff that have been stuck within you for a long time are going to be revealed right now. So you have time to heal that. And with Saturn, it wants you to work hard for it. So you will see a lot of people around the globe will find their own tools to work on self-healing. So whatever that means for you, right? Whatever is helpful for you, you're going to use these tools now to have more insight within yourself. So who am I actually, right? Because Chiron in Aries is revealing, like, okay, so for example, maybe you're codependent and you break loose from a cycle. So you're leaving a cycle behind and you're going into this new cycle. And then suddenly you have to stand in your own power. You have to get to know yourself again. And this is now the time. Who am I? What am I here to do or not to do, right? What am I going to change? And what do I love about myself? So we're going through a massive healing right now. And Jupiter will help you have faith in your healing process. And of course, we have this new moon. We have Mercury also in the sign of Aries. So there's going to be a lot of fiery energy, a lot of optimism in our journey. And it might even be that your path will become more clear to you. You're going to be like, you're going to have this aha moment. Okay, so this is where I need to go. So this is what I need to do. Yeah, it's a really exciting time right now. So listen to your inner messages. We're going to have Neptune conjuncting this new moon. And a new moon is always the sun and the moon in conjunction. And I know some of you that are watching are already quite into astrology. But, you know, so Neptune is revealing a lot of messages, but it can also create confusion. So there are different ways to work with Neptune. So I always recommend you, when there's a Neptunian vibe, the best thing is to meditate and to dive within yourself. And then you will get a lot of answers, okay? And we have the North Node in Taurus. It's been there for a while. And right now, on this new moon, it's going to conjunct Venus. And this is a placement I kind of like, right? This is a pull towards a new beginning. And when we look at Venus, we're looking at love, self-love. We're looking at money. So in which areas in your life are you going to have this boost of money or optimism? Taurus is also about grounding. It's about physical pleasures. So maybe you're going to treat yourself with a nice dinner, right? If you would have it like in your 6th house. But also the North Node is uncomfortable. So it might be you're going to be pushed towards a new destiny when it comes to love, when it comes to money. And this might be a little bit uncomfortable. This is something new, something you haven't experienced before. Because when we go to the South Node, this is something you know already, right? And I can even give you an example about the South Node. I have 2 planets conjuncting my South Node, Jupiter and Venus. So I came from, if you believe in past lives, where I already developed these skills of teaching and spirituality. So now I'm going to this uncomfortable zone, right? Where my North Node is in Aquarius, where I have to learn how to deal with the collective and not stay into a meditative state, which I've done already. And teach from there. So more being surrounded by people. Yeah, so it's really about this pull towards something new. And if you feel like any release, any emotion is coming up, that's totally okay. Then Mars soon will go into Cancer. So Mars has been in Gemini for a long time, a very long time. And it's also rounding up its lessons there, right? And Gemini has to do with communication. So there were a lot of weird communications in certain areas of your life. There has been some anger, and it's squaring Neptune. So it's like you're angry, but I'm not sure why. I don't know where to leave this anger, how to deal with it. So this overwhelming feeling is normal right now because we have a lot of mixed feelings and energies. So then we have Pluto sextiling the sun and the moon. So this, how do I explain that? It's this feeling of empowerment. This feeling of, okay, new beginnings are coming. So I'm going to be ready. I'm going to feel empowered to go on my new path, to do what I'm supposed to do. And Aries gives you the guts, the excitement to do it, right? And Jupiter there as well. So I think we're ready to go into the signs. As you know, I'm an intuitive astrologer. So I do astrology, and then I also channel messages in between and with cards. So let's start with the first sign of Aries. Let's start with the first sign of Aries. Okay. I have this program of... solar fire, and I always have it on because it's hard to remember all the placement and the signs. So Aries, for you, this new moon, right, will be in your sign. And it really depends where's your sun sign and your ascendant sign. So if you have the first few degrees, so between 0 and 5 degrees, you're gonna be more affected by this new moon. And same with the sun. So if you're an early birthday Aries, or you might even have your birthday on this really special day, also the equinox, right? It will be a channel opening up. There will be new energies. It's almost like the new year is starting. Spring is starting, and there will be a new excitement of hope, a new blessings, almost, I would say, because you have Jupiter in your first house. This gives you a feeling of new beginnings, and with Saturn in your 12th house, you're also very determined. Like, some of you might even start like voluntary work. You might start meditating more and be very, you're gonna have more routine doing that. So you're gonna have this sense of persistence of pursuing yoga and meditation. And you might actually have some supernatural experiences doing that, okay? And I don't want you to fear these things, because I know that some people fear this, but always keep in mind, if you stay with the light, nothing can happen, okay? If you're in a low vibration, then it's a different situation. But if you call upon the light, you're always protected. And I know I need to tell this message to someone who is watching, okay? A really good thing in your chart right now is that the North Node is in your second house of money. And Venus is also the planet of money. So there might be some financial windfall. There might be a new direction you're going to be pushed in. Could be that you're getting a new job or a side job that you're being pushed into, and you're going to make a lot of money with that. Or just a trigger where you get like extra commission or like extra praise in your job, or just in general, you might feel like your self-worth is increasing. It's like, wow, I'm feeling so good about myself. So you're gonna feel this optimism. And actually, you're the signs that are gonna feel this the most. You're gonna be very optimistic, almost a little impulsive at times, but it's gonna work out for you around this time because you have the planet of faith and luck behind you, okay? So there might have been some arguments with siblings, and it feels like it's going nowhere. And this is because Mars in your third house in Gemini, right? This is your communication with your siblings, with your neighbors. And it's like you can't seem to round up or get to a conclusion. This is because Mars and Neptune is making it foggy. So the conversations you're having are right now not getting to, like I said, to any conclusion. So maybe it's just not the right time to get that, right? Pluto is rounding up its time in your 10th house. So it's really good to see, what have I learned when it comes to public image? What have I learned when it comes to leadership? It could actually be that you're getting a position of leadership because Pluto is kind of giving you these really dominant bosses, this difficulty working for authority, but it also taught you how not to be authority, right? Sometimes we have to have some examples that show you like, okay, I'm not gonna do it like this. I'm going to become this type of leader. And for some of you that have been leaning upon other people when it comes to money, maybe parents or an outside source, that could be the government, suddenly you're gonna find ways to make your own money. because the second house is your own money. So expect massive transformations, and for some of you, you might get a promotion or a more leadership type of job. But there is going to be a really big transformation when it comes to your work. Okay, what do we have here? Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I'm getting this card. So it's time to really step up your game. Write down your goals. So make a list of all your goals and stick to it. And you can achieve a lot right now because the planets are backing you up. Yeah. This is wonderful. Let me see. The light. What did I talk about before? The light, right? I said stick to the light. So Pluto there taught you to stay in the light and stay in your honesty and in your humbleness, and you will get exactly what you want. So keep working, keep going. I just want to tell you, now's the time to keep going. Don't give up. Do not give up, because sometimes fear comes up and you feel like, oh, can I do that? Am I good enough? Yes, you are. Yes, you are good enough. Yes, you can do it. I'm getting fertility for some of you. This could be literally conceiving with Venus and the North Node. This could also be because Taurus is a sign of fertility. But for some of you, it's literally the birth of a new business or the birth of a new job, of a new start. Okay? Let me get a last card. Patience and awareness. Okay? So stay aware. I do sense that some people will be a little bit jealous, or they will start to envy you a little bit. But I always say, when people start putting you down, it means that you're doing something well, because that means you are going up. You're going towards the light, and you will get a lot of resistance. And I can tell you this from personal experience, that the more you shine and the more you're happy, you are literally going to, look at a dark room and there's a light in a dark room. Everybody wants to stay in the light, right? So if you can't find your own light and you forgot your flashlight, you want to stand in somebody else's light. So make sure to watch your boundaries, okay? Because I feel a lot of emotions in some of you. Like you're not doing it right, but you are, okay? You are doing it right. So keep going. And I wish you all the best, my lovely Aries. Let's move on to the next sign of Taurus. So my lovely Taurus, for you, this new moon will be in your 12th house. And what I really love about this new moon is that the North Node is in your first house and it's conjuncting Venus. And literally this is making you magnetic, right? Because the North Node really increases whatever planet it is with. So it brings you opportunities, but at the same time is this uncomfortable feeling. So you might attract a lot of people and a lot of opportunities to you at this time. It's almost like you have this magnetic pull that's coming towards you. But this new moon is also telling you, Taurus, that you need to rest, because Aries is in your 12th house. So don't overdo it. You might be super busy around this time. So take it one step at a time. Also, some of you are manifesting, and this is working because you have now this magnetic energy. So if you're into manifestation, this is a really good time to do that, okay? And I always say I'm really for manifestations, but sometimes we need timing, and also, astrology will provide you with the blockages, but now you have an advantage because the North Node with Venus in your sign is going to make you super magnetic, and it's going to be very easy for you to manifest, especially with all these planets in the 12th house. So be aware what you say, what you speak up about. Yeah, if you can do like some type of hypnosis or affirmations. You can clear up a lot of trauma and programming around this time, because you have Chiron in the 12th house conjuncting Jupiter. So you can really, really clean up everything that has been hiding and been hidden in your body. Okay. Great time to meditate. You will get a lot of messages. And Pluto is getting ready to go into the sign of Aquarius. And for you, Taurus, especially if you're an early birthday Taurus, or you have your ascendant in the first few degrees, so up to 5 degrees, your Pluto is going to be close to your midheaven. Okay. This is going to impact your work. You might get pulled into a complete different job. You might go from being an accountant to be a painter, you know, a famous painter. This is what Pluto does. It like really transforms. So you might lose your job and get a completely different job. So don't fear Pluto. It's just showing you what was never meant for you. But sometimes we stick in a job that we think is going to earn us money and it gives us stability and it feels safe, but it's not the right thing to do. So you really have to listen to your intuition right now. Watch out for overspending, especially when it comes to going out with friends. Mars is in your 2nd house. And it's rounding up its time there, and it's squaring Neptune. And Neptune is in your 11th house of community and friendships. So maybe, you know, it's also not a good time to be the one that's paying for everyone. But yeah, there might be some confusion about money and friends. So be aware of this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of you literally have been going through some kind of breakup, and you're now going to be in this glow, you know, like when you've been down and then you go up and you're in this magnetic flow. This is also a really good time for you to attract love if you're single, because people are very drawn to you. Yeah, let me get you a card. Temptation. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna attract like anything right now. So put your filter on, Taurus. Like put a really good filter. Yeah. Watch out for overindulgence, because you're gonna feel so good. Like you wanna like enjoy life, eat well, drink well. Like make sure to have some boundaries. Okay. So, you see, disruption and fulfillment of wishes. This is literally it. It's like almost this transition from like losing something and then gaining something even better, right? And maybe you had to let these emotions go, like let it go. Or maybe someone disrupted your path and you were really upset, but you're gonna see why this happened. And look at this card. This is number 9. This is a closure. So something really good can enter your life. Yeah. It's really strange. And I know like I'm hearing something, and I know this is not for everyone, but this is for someone who's watching. There's something with an aunt. Maybe your aunt is ill or in a hospital. I hear being there is enough. Like I feel someone who's watching, you're thinking that what you're doing is not enough. Okay, so if you're dealing with, I know specifically this is for someone with an aunt, and I know this message needs to go to someone, but in general, if you feel like you're not doing enough, feel you are doing enough. Because it's like, it's almost like people putting pressure on you, like you should do more, you should do more. No. Okay? You can calm down. It's gonna come to you. And then you work hard. But you cannot go, it's like pushing against a wall, right? So receive and then move forward. Okay, one last card for my Taurus. Yeah, you see, don't fight against the wall. Just take a step back, relax, and let things come to you, because you're going to be super magnetic. Page of Wands, a new beginning, a new start, a new adventure. For some of you even, I see like this holiday, and you're going to look up to the sky. It's going to be like a really bright sky. Or you need to look up to the stars. You're going to be interested in that. It's going to tell you a lot. Gazing, stargazing. So this is my message for you, my amazing Taurus. I hope to see you next time. Wish you all the best. Let's move on to the next sign of Gemini. So Gemini. So for you, it is time for a lot of fun. Fun, okay? You have Jupiter in your 11th house, and 11th house is really, can be the house of luck. It's just really about having fun, being with friends, getting out there. And some of you are literally going to recover a friendship that was, maybe you had a fight with this person in the past and you're coming back together. You're going to heal this feeling that you don't belong to groups. Like you're going to find your tribe. And yeah, it's like you, in the last few years, you were really drawn to people that you had to heal. But now you understand that everybody has their own journey. So you cannot heal everybody around you. You also have to heal yourself and take care of yourself. So actually by doing this, by finding yourself in a place of community, whatever that means for you, you're gonna heal a part of yourself. Like I feel like that you felt a little bit insignificant or not as good as the rest, but now you're really in this vibe where you feel happy, right? And if you are some type of leader, like overseeing, maybe you're a leader in your job, you're gonna have more confidence, like, you know, you have so many planets in your 11th house. It's bringing you maybe even some kind of rewards for being such an amazing friend or being such an amazing boss. With Mars squaring Neptune, so Neptune is in your 10th house. And Mars is kind of, you want to work really hard, you want to work for something, but you know, Neptune is dissolving. So it could feel for you that sometimes you're losing perspective when it comes to work, like you're working really hard and results are not there. But then the community is giving you confirmation that you are doing well, okay? So when Mars is moving on and it's not squaring Neptune anymore, you're gonna have more overview. Still though, Neptune in that 10th house is gonna, one, make you super creative. You're gonna have a lot of ideas. And the more intuitive you are, the more you can tune into this vibration. So from an intuition perspective, you can do a lot. If you're a healer or an artist, you're gonna have, or even if you're marketing, you can have amazing ideas with Neptune there. But also it could make you lose focus sometimes. So make sure, if you are this boss, that you delegate to the right person. If you feel like your head is foggy, that you hire someone that, you know, can do that. So Venus is with the North Node in your 12th house. So you're gonna have this okay feeling being alone. It's like, I'm so happy with myself. You've worked on, you know, your independence, and it's even like you really enjoy being by yourself, maybe like creating something artistic or doing something at home that really makes you feel uplifted. Could be that you're studying at home or you're working on something behind the scenes that you haven't told other people. Saturn is moving into the 10th house, especially if you're early degree Gemini, so early birthday Geminis, and first 5 degrees Gemini ascendant. You're gonna have Pisces in your close to your midheaven. So this means that either you're gonna get more responsibility in the job, or you're gonna change jobs, right? Or restricted from having any job. And maybe it is guiding you towards more creativity, or making an artistic job or something, artistic hobby, your job. Now is the time to do that. Some karma related to, to work might come up, like old woundings. But at the same time, you're getting these rewards. So it's like a really confusing time right now. It's like one thing is good. Like when you saw my introduction, it's like, okay, one thing is good and then the other thing is confusing. But you have to make sure that you rest enough. Like, because there are so many things happening, you have to make sure that you rest. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I see you being super giving. Maybe you're going to give money to a certain charity. Make sure you also give to yourself, Gemini. Yeah. It's like, I see a lot of people, like I said, that need help. But also make sure that you help yourself. It's very important that you work with self-love. Yeah, meditation, being by yourself. 4 of Cups. You're not bothered by all this noise. You're just doing you. You're just doing you. And this is how now, like, you feel so amazing in friendships, because you found your, you know, your inner self within a group. It's like, I can just be me, and that's enough. I also hear car. I know that someone who's watching is buying a new car. Maybe a blue car. It's very specific. Yeah. So for you, it's good to write down your ideas at this time, because you have a lot of ideas. It's like this, your mind is literally open. So write it down, because you might come back to it later, right? It's maybe not now time to act on it, but later on you will. Okay? So that is my message. And then I hear, what about love? You didn't say anything about love. Okay, sorry for the ones that are thinking this. You have Venus in the 12th house right now. So if you're single and you attract people, make sure that you see what you have. Because Venus in the 12th house can attract secret affairs. Okay. It can also attract this kind of energy, vampire personalities, or very highly spiritual love. So make sure to define which one you're dealing with. Right now, it could be among your friends that you're meeting someone. If you're looking for love, if you're already in a relationship, you're not really focused on a relationship right now. It's more like friends and work and fun. You could have fun with your partner as well. So yeah, if that answered your question. Okay, thank you, Geminis. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Let's move on to the next sign of Cancer. So Cancer, for you, this is an amazing time for your career. Literally amazing. Jupiter, Mercury, Sun, Moon, all in Aries. Okay, so you're gonna be very visible, very seen. It's like, if you're on social media, you might just be like discovered, because also the North Node is with Venus in your 11th house. It's making you extremely magnetic. So maybe if you do like some type of workshops, or you have a certain presence, doesn't even have to be online. It could be like you're doing some type of workshop, or with your work. I feel like you could earn a lot of money right now. You could It's time to network. So if there are any conferences or events you can go to, this is the time. You might be offered an amazing job. If you are not working, you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, it's just gonna make people feel very, very, very drawn to you. Yeah, it's like a lot of compliments. And you deserve this because you've been through this really rough time, okay? Like a lot of you had to go through these massive cycles. Yeah. But now, at least for work and friends, you will attract a lot of new friends, new job opportunities. If you're self-employed, you could get a new client as well. And you're rounding up, Pluto is going to the 8th house. So your relationship with your partner is going to be a little bit calmer. If you're single, go out, have fun, be with your friends. This is how you could attract love around this time. Your friends could also make you money through networking, or they know someone that knows someone that wants to order whatever product you sell. And soon, and this is great news, soon, not yet, but Mars will be in your sign. So you would have more energy, because with Mars in the 12th house, you could channel your energy through meditation, but also there is this there's like this inside anger that you don't know how to release it, right? You can do it through sports, but you cannot overdo it because otherwise you get tired. So 2 of Pentacles. It might have been that your finances have been up and down, like waves. Money coming in, money going out. Could be that you're like self-employed, trying to be on your feet. I hear stability is coming, but you had to learn the value of money. I know someone has to hear that. You had to learn the value of money. The High Priestess, look at that. This person is like, look at me, this is who I am. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. And this is how you get like people drawn to you right now. I feel like this king or queen energy. And your intuition is quite aligned right now. Like you just know what to do. With Saturn in the 9th house, some of you are literally going to study something like a PhD. It's going to be a tough study. This is not like airy-fairy study with Saturn in the 9th house. It's going to be a tough study. You're going to have to work hard for it. And yeah, this is not like the time to travel unless it's for work. Okay, you had your travel time before. Now it's calming down and you're going to be more settled, more focused on work and friends. Ace of Swords. You've broken through a lot of karmic cycles. I'm not saying it's over, because with Pluto going into your 8th house, you're going to be triggered when it comes to your taxes, your money. And it's going to bring you to evolve, okay? And I do have to say that some of you might not have survived. Some relationships have not survived Pluto in the 7th house, and it goes to the 8th house, which could be divorce. Yeah, or someone that unfortunately has, well, depends on how you see it, but has crossed over. Yeah, and this could have like a huge impact on you. So like I said in the beginning, there's this really weird energy of something good and something really good, and something like, it's this massive transition that we're going through as a collective. So whatever emotions come up, let them flow, let them go. It's all good. It's normal to feel that right now. So just so you know. Yeah, that's my message for you, Cancer. Let's move on to the next sign of Leo. My lovely Leos. For you, we have this new moon in Aries in your 9th house. And this is really fun energy. Fun. You're gonna travel maybe, you're gonna meet people. You wanna feel free at this time. You're gonna, you know, if you're gonna have this YOLO energy, that's now. Like, I just wanna live, I wanna have fun, I wanna be me. Yeah, that's the vibe that's going on during this new moon. And also the North Node in your 10th house has been pulling you towards a new career. And now we have Venus there in Taurus, right? Venus in its own sign, and it's going to blow, like, North Node is blowing up things. This might just blow up your career, and then soon we're gonna have also Jupiter moving there. So Leo, your career is gonna take off like you've never seen before. You're gonna be pulled into a new job, especially Leo ascendants. I feel like an explosion. Traveling, fun, work. Yeah, I should just end it here. It's too good. It's too good. It's like you just, things are flowing, okay? The only thing, so work, traveling, fun, spirituality, learning, reading, you want to like open this mind to the endless possibilities. It's like, you know, being like so optimistic that you're just like, whatever happens, even if there's obstacles, you're like, whatever, this is good. I have planets in my 9th house myself. Most of my life I've been annoyingly optimistic. Even though my life had many obstacles, it's like this endless optimism that just doesn't switch off. Like, you know, this is what 9th house does, Jupiter in the 9th house. So yeah, this highly optimistic feeling, wanting to know about the universe and endless possibilities and, you know, what's out there. Let's see, let's manifest, let's, you know, let's meet with different cultures and get together. Pluto though is going to move into your 7th house. So relationship wise, there might be some obstacles coming in, you know, like suddenly there is like this dominance dynamic, like one is more dominant than the other, or the other person is more dominant, and there might be some things in your relationship that you like they were always there, these issues, but Pluto will bring them up. So Pluto brings to the surface all the dirt so you can transform, okay? So do not run away from this. Open your heart, open your intuition and see how you can solve it, okay? What's meant to go will go. What's meant to go will go. It's not your fault. That's not your fault, okay? But it also, Pluto can bring you a new partner, bring you someone new. So make sure, are you dealing with a good Pluto person or... almost coughing, or a bad one? Because, you know, Pluto, and I have Pluto on the ascendant, you know, and it scares a lot of people, but I can tell you from my own experience, a Pluto person can be the highest spiritual teacher. I've seen a lot of really highly Plutonic teachers, but also the highest criminals have the same placement. And why? Because you're so highly aware that it's very easy to manipulate people. And this is what Pluto does, okay? It gives you like super sensitivity. It's like you're so super highly aware about people's feelings. It's almost like you're a mind reader. So you could do a job like me, like do readings for people, or you could use it for the bad, okay? So it's not always bad to, you can transform with this person as well. So make sure to see who you're dealing with. Very, very, very important, okay? What else? Yeah, it's almost like some of you will be pulled away from your home situation. Like you will move to a different place for work maybe. Yeah, or you're like in distance from your family. This could be due to traveling as well. So much to tell you. Leos. Yeah. Get your papers in order, Leo, with Saturn in the 8th house. Get your papers in order. Conflict and defeat, okay? There's this conflictual thing because you're going to be so like lucky at the same time. Temptation, fulfillment of wishes. I got the same for, was it Taurus? Yeah, so make sure to keep it down on the food and the booze and the things, you know, because you're going to want to feel free. You really want to feel this freedom. Love begins, victory and success. So love of God, love of relationship, victory and success. So whatever your situation, it's going to work out just fine. So that's my message for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to the next sign of Virgo. Virgo. For you, this new moon is in your 8th house. A lot of planets there in your 8th house. So what a massive time for you to heal. Healing. All the answers are going to come your way. You're going to, like, some of you might have been in therapy. Some of you have been working with spiritual tools, whatever that means for you. And now you're like seeing this way out. You are a different person. And at the same time, it's also these placements can give you an inheritance. They can bring luck when it comes to money. Maybe you're getting money back from the government. It's like, oh, we made a mistake. Here's like a few €100 or dollars that you get back, or wherever currency you're at. North Node and Venus in conjunction in your 9th house. And the North Node makes things bigger. So maybe an unexpected trip. Also, this could be love from a distance. Maybe someone, you're meeting someone on a holiday, okay? It could be that you're meeting love on a holiday and it's sudden, boom. And there this person is, hello. Making money through import and export, publishing something new. This could also bring a lot of money at this time. Yeah. Transformation. Money. There's like some support, or maybe someone wants to invest in a company for you or invest in something that you're doing. And then we have Saturn moving into the 7th house. And if you're, early degree sun like me, I have a 2 degree, my sun is at 2 degrees in Virgo. I'm a Leo Virgo cusper, and Saturn is on my sun, which gives you more responsibility, okay? So if you also have that or early degree Saturn, you're in Virgo ascendant. Let me know if you have this too. Sometimes my head goes faster than my mouth, and this is, I think, really a Virgo thing. It's like you want to say something and you go so quick in your head that your mouth cannot, you cannot translate it into words. Let me know in the comments if you have the same thing. I'm just curious if that's a Virgo trait. So yeah, relationships are going to be taken very seriously. So if you're in a relationship, you're going to take it to the next level. So really, you're like, I want commitment. I want a serious relationship. You're going to take it really serious. So, some of you are going to get married this year. But also a breakup. Anything that's flaky, that's not what you're looking for, that's not it right now. You're like all or nothing. And if you're single, you're really looking for someone serious. Okay? Pluto is making its way out of the 5th house, going into your 6th. Okay? So this is going to change this could be changing your health. So go do a checkup. If something feels off, do a checkup, because Pluto just reveals what was already wrong in your body. What was already there, It's a good time to go to the gym work out, have good routines, and this could also make you switch jobs. Suddenly a new job, okay? Could be one thing and then suddenly you're doing something else. New job could be coming, new clients if you're self-employed, but it's like a change in your routine. Or maybe you're gonna have children. That's also a change in your routine, right? You have to bring them to school. And I know you're already good with planning. Like, I think you're one of the best, if not the best planner in the zodiac, but you know, it's time to plan things well. You might be studying something new, a new study that's going to bring you money. The thing that you're studying is going to bring you money, okay? It's going to help you earn more money. And you might get your first client with this new thing that you're doing, especially if this is spiritually related. Could be that you're doing something that's spiritually related or alternative healing. Yeah, that's going to bring you new money. Let me get you a card. Destiny. Wow. Virgo. Destiny. Big. North Node is destiny. So you might be, some of you are even moving abroad. Moving to a different country. And you know why a lot of Virgo ascendants or Virgos live in a different country? Because they have Sagittarius in the 4th house. All right. Emotional withdrawal. So take the time to process everything. I feel like you're going to be so overwhelmed with change that you're going to be like, yeah, discontentment and boredom. So maybe you were in this phase where things were really boring, nothing happened, and then everything is exploding at the same time. So base chakra, stay grounded. Feet in the grass. If you can be with bare feet somewhere, just walk around in the house on your bare feet. Eat beetroot or red stuff. Wear red things to keep you grounded. Yeah, I feel like you went through a really tough time, Virgo. Really tough. Tough. Disruption and new beginnings, suffering and silence. So this, what you had to let go of, was part of your destiny. It's almost like some things had to go in order for new things to come. So don't give up hope, my amazing Virgos, okay? Hang in there. You're gonna be okay. Like foundation and achievements. This is gonna happen, but sometimes there's no space or no place for it to happen yet. So, okay? So give it time. That's my message for you. I hope to see you next time. I really, really appreciate you and all the best. Let's move on to the next sign of Libra. So Libra. Wow. Should I sing the song Love is in the Air? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't sing. That's better. So love is in the air, okay? All these planets in your 7th house is going to bring you this euphoric feeling. If you're with your partner, go do something nice together. Some of you literally getting married, getting a commitment. Do you want to be my girlfriend, my boyfriend? Do you want to live with me? Do you want to, spend the rest of your life with me? You're going to have a great intimate moments together. And some of you are like, but I'm single. This didn't happen to me. This is also a beautiful time to heal the woundings because Chiron now in the 7th house is conjuncting Jupiter. So where can you heal your beautiful heart that has been through so much? How can you heal that? Right? And the North Node with Venus in conjunction in your 8th house is going to help you heal your woundings towards love. Where you've been hurt. You can transform and really let go of the pain that has been caused to you, right? And some of you have been going through a breakup where you were with a partner that you had to take care of, like a lot, and this is not something you want to do again. because you also deserve love, right? You deserve this happiness. And I almost feel like these emotions, because I know this probably will click with some of you, that, you know, you've been really hurt and someone really wanted you to do everything for them. It's like, yeah, now you deserve a partner that's on an equal level, that's there with you, and that also is giving to you, not you just giving and not receiving. This is not a relationship. This is a selfish person. And unfortunately, nowadays we are in a pandemic of narcissism. And unfortunately, I mean, this is because of social media and all these kind of things, that people lost their own selves. They can get validation so easily that they forget to give it to themselves. So it's no one to blame. It's just that you got to work on the boundaries, so you make sure that you have a partner that you deserve, okay? So Pluto in the 5th house is going to give you that transformation of romance. So make sure that if you're with someone really intense, or someone a little bit jealous or stuff like that, or extremely jealous, that's not okay. That's not love. Obsession, and I know some of you need to hear this, obsession is not love, okay? So it might be that you will draw in someone new. So it's really up to you to really filter who's good for me and who's not. Also, you could have money coming in from an unexpected source. Some of you are accountants. If you're doing some kind of finance business, it's gonna take off. It's going to become much bigger. Same if you're like a therapist, because we have the North Node and Venus in the 8th house in Taurus. So self-earned money through 8th house activities. So if you're a doctor, you might get some commission or something, or like some money is coming in, or you get like a huge appreciation for whatever it is that you've done. So this like crazy money coming in, money going out, you're gonna let that go, and you want more stability. You want to earn money, and you will, like a lot of you now realize that you have to make your money through 8th house activities. So diving deep into certain subjects you like to discover. Also, a new business partner might come in for you. Make sure that if you request a holiday, by the way, that you're very clear about that in your job, because Neptune in the 6th house is squaring Mars. So your boss might not know what you actually mean. So make sure that you speak clear. Page of Wands. I hear something about a nephew, and this is very specific. Okay, my throat is like itchy. I've been talking too long. I hear something about a nephew being born for some of you. Dry land. Some of you need to go to dry land and be more with your face in the sun. You've been avoiding the sun too much. And I know if you're in a cold country, you're like, we don't have sun. But if there's a little bit of sun, try to go outside and like do this charging through the sun. It will give you more energy if you've been struggling with that, with having enough energy. Getting together with friends. Oh, and another one fell out. Waiting for news, package, or a letter. I think there is a new birth in your family, definitely. So there could be a text from a friend that maybe wants to apologize for something. Or like news, like someone's getting married, or some kind of news coming in, or a party. Yeah, you will know what it's about. Recognition, reward. So you're being rewarded for your hard work, because I feel that sometimes you're being overlooked for the hard work you're doing because you're not the one to brag, go out there, like, you know, show off in front of everyone. So sometimes you're being overlooked, but hang in there. You will get the reward that you were looking for. And if you are working with clients, so one-on-one sessions, you're gonna get a lot more clients, right? This is also the 7th house. So this is my message for you, my amazing Libras. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to the next sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio, a lot of planets in your 6th house there. This new moon in Aries will be in your 6th house. And you're gonna have this drive to do a lot of work. And it's like this really mixed feeling, like I want to work hard, but also I don't want to work hard. So maybe you're staring at your computer if you're working at your computer and then making many hours, but not getting as much done as you wanted to. But you could get a lot of new clients or a new job. You might be drawn to do a lot more sports. Usually Jupiter in a sign is going to make you lazier, but with Aries, it could either make you lazier or not. Or you could do a lot of sports because it is in a fire sign. So make sure that you watch out for overindulgence around this time. Because it can make you a bit more drawn to nice foods and these kind of things. The good news is we have North Node together in conjunction with Venus in your 7th house. And if you're single, Scorpio, you could meet someone new. And this person could come like unexpectedly. This could be through like the gym or work. This person comes in and you're like, what? I didn't expect that. And if you're already in a relationship, you could actually get married or take things to the next level. And with Saturn in your 5th house, some of you are getting pregnant, getting children, or it might be that it becomes a bit more difficult than you thought it would be to get pregnant, okay? Because Saturn can do different things. It might restrict or it might give you, and you have to be very responsible, right? Because maybe you have to combine your work with having children. I feel a lot of things at the same time for you. Yeah. Even could be some kind of move, but there might be some drama in your family right now with Pluto. Yeah, it's moving into your 4th house. So yeah, this could be really tough, especially if you're early degree Scorpio or early birthday Scorpios. There might be some transformation in your family happening. Things that are really overwhelming you. This could be either a death, or you might be moving away from them or moving back to them. Pluto is showing everything hidden that needs to be resolved when it comes to your roots. Family, your house. This could be your housing place, your landlord, your roommates, the person you're living with. The truth needs to come out at this time, okay? Like I said in the beginning, it's a very strange vibe right now. It's like, on one hand, really good things are happening, and on the other hand, also some really uncomfortable feelings are coming up. So it's like this really double edge. Do you say double edge? I don't know. Yeah. 2 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, okay? So could be that work has been a bit unstable. Money hasn't flowed in the way you wanted it. But it feels like you don't have to work as hard as you think you do. I feel like you want to put more effort, but sometimes letting it go is actually bringing it to you, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, there's something that you're blindsided in. I feel like something is happening and you can feel it in the air, but it's like you don't know. Like something around you is happening that you're not seeing. Um, but the truth will be revealed soon. And I know this makes sense for some of you. Also, business partnerships could be happening right now, or you could work with your partner. The Taurus there in the 7th house. Temperance. Yeah, it's like finding balance in all these different things that are going on. Really good things, but like a lot. I feel like some of you are getting a lot tarot to, and it's just really overwhelming. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So this might have to do with your family or someone that you're trying to resolve things with, and this person is just not changing. And it can be so frustrating when someone doesn't, you cannot force someone to be someone or something that you want them to be. Because in the end, everybody has their own choices to make. So what can we do in our own power is to make the decision, can I live with this or can I not live with this? Is this something I can deal with? And this is going to bring you the ultimate happiness. Flowers. I'm seeing a car driving by like in a boulevard. So some of you are going through like some kind of boulevard with a beach. Maybe a holiday, or that's where you're living. You're gonna come to a happy place soon, Scorpio. It's gonna be soon. Beautiful place. Business and love especially. I'm getting fox, so do be aware of people that are trying to go into business with you that are not honest, that do not have the same honesty. I'm getting another card, happiness. So you're going into happy times. Okay? So if you're not in that right now, know that after rain, there's sunshine, and you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are valuable. And, just remember that, I know there's so many channels with all these lovey-dovey like, oh, just, I surrendered to this and then this came, and, but sometimes it's just not the right timing yet. And we also have to go through hardship in order to transform. And this is, I'm a Plutonic person. I have Scorpio, Ascendant, and Moon. I'm here to be the realist. I'm not going to be the one that's going to tell you, oh, you just put up your arms and I manifested this thing and I did nothing for it. It's not true. I'm sorry to tell you, that's not it. For example, in my case, I worked really hard and I look like it's effortless because I love what I do. But all the people that have achieved a lot did work hard. There's only a few people that have had things without working hard towards it. And you know what? Very often that doesn't end well, because if you are not someone that is used to work hard and you get suddenly everything, you can't handle it. It's like people winning the lottery out of nothing. They usually get a lot of issues with it and they lose all the money. So I just want you to know that, your hard work will be valued at some point. It will be seen. It will be recognized. So don't think that no one will see it, because we have someone, up in the air that does see everything you do, and you are valued, you are appreciated, and your hard work will be rewarded. Maybe it's not directly after, but it could be years after, but it is valued, and just see it as a great practice, okay? So that's my message for you, my amazing Scorpios. I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to the next sign of Sagittarius. Wow, wow, wow is what I'm gonna tell you. What a fun place to be. You have all your planets in the 5th house in this new moon in Aries. It's gonna be like Fun, 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 fun. Okay? Did I say fun? Get out there, have fun. If you're single, go on some dates. Enjoy yourself, be creative. Your creativity is off the roof. You might even turn your creativity in a job. The North Node is conjuncting Venus in your 6th house, so you might have new job opportunities to you. This could bring you a lot more money. Yeah, I get this feeling, it just comes to you, right? I'm not someone that says, oh, buy a lottery ticket, but if you're into that and you want that, now is kind of the time to do that. With Jupiter, new moon, Mercury, all the planets in the 5th house. It's also a time to conceive. So if you want to expand your family, have children, this is also a really good time to do that. You're massively healing your inner child right now. Because Chiron is supported by Jupiter, this new moon, and Mercury. It's like you give your inner child a beautiful place in your life. So be playful. Go back to this inner child and do everything that you used to do. That maybe you've forgotten because now you're an adult and you're supposed to adult. We can't be adulting all the time. We need to also let loose and have fun and enjoy, right? Like something like I used to do puzzles when I was younger or painting, and recently I started doing that again because why not? Why not do that, right? We're in such a electronic time right now that we forget to enjoy ourselves without our phones, without the internet, and without all these things. So yeah, you are kind of getting pulled out of rest with the South Node in 12th house. It's like, I just want to rest. Yeah, rest is not really happening for you a lot right now. Some of you are literally in a move. Now Saturn is in the 4th house. So you might be moving or buying a house and a lot of work has to be done. Maybe you're changing your decoration or you're building something in your house, something different. This takes up your time. So a lot of busyness. And Pluto is moving out of your 2nd house into your 3rd house. So it's time to study, to let your mind be curious. Make sure that you're okay with your neighbors, because Pluto in the 3rd house can be like siblings and neighbors, and there might be some issues coming up with that. Oh. 10 of Pentacles. Lucky times. Lucky times. Let your creativity do its thing, because it's gonna give you money. Money is gonna come your way with whatever genius ideas you have. Aries is impulsive, so it just does, and then just like turns out well, especially with Jupiter there now. Yeah, 9 of Swords. I feel, Sagittarius, you're feeling very judged. It's like you feel like people don't get you sometimes. You're feeling like you make decisions and they're not appreciated. And validate yourself at this time. And know that whatever you choose to do, it is right. Because you made that decision. And it comes from your heart, from your higher self. So what other people think doesn't matter. Okay? Because if it comes from your highest self, from your higher self, you know, and it's good intentions, it can never be bad. The Tower. So there is or was some type of Tower moment where things came crumbling a little bit. It might also be that, you know, your home situation or your family situation is a little bit difficult. But I feel like you're at the end of a cycle and it's time to have more fun. It's your time now. It's your time now. So hang in there. Okay? You don't give up. Whatever it is that you're choosing to do, that's your choice. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Look at that. Happiness is just around the corner. So if you're single, this is a beautiful time to go out there, go dating, meet new people. Some of you are starting your own family. It's time. And it's your decision. And your decision is worth $1 million. Okay? So that's my message for you. I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here. Let's move on to the next sign of Capricorn. So my lovely, lovely Capricorns, for you, this new moon in Aries is going to be in your 4th house. And not only do we have a new moon, I mean, we also have Jupiter there in Chiron. And for you, there is a lot of healing taking place, a lot of healing the past, healing family situations, healing a housing situation. For some of you, you're buying or selling, or both. You're selling a house, you're buying a new house. There's just, you're expanding your family. Some of you are getting pregnant. The North Node is conjuncting Venus in your 5th house. So it's time to date, to have fun. You might meet someone with money. I'm not saying look for that, but it might be happening, okay? Someone that supports your hobby and turns your hobby into a job. It could be that you're working from home, or you're making some kind of practice or something from your home, and that's gonna really attract a lot of clients. But now is the time to focus on family, on feeling good within yourself, within your own body. It's about grounding. What do you like? Spending time with family, spending time with your kids. Yeah, maybe one of your kids are gonna earn a lot of money, and you know, I never say profit out of your kids. It has to be their offer to you. But some of them might offer you something beautiful, or yeah, let the creativity flow right now. Some of you are even investing in some, doing some kind of investments, and like money is coming out of that, like unexpected money. Yeah. It's more like a side job thing. And Pluto is transforming your money section soon. So it's going to your 2nd house. So it's like a big change of money. And with Pluto, it's like it can take it away and replace it with more. Or, you know, like maybe a way that you made money before was not really suitable for you. So it will be replaced with a different type of job or different kind of income stream. Let me get you some cards. Capricorn. You could be doing like some ancestral healing right now. Movement, choices, decisions, and sacrifice. Okay? So, like I said in the beginning, we're in this time where you have to sacrifice something almost. And sometimes things have to go for new beginnings to start. And it feels like you have a lot of choices to make. Where do I live? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be with? Where are my kids? Where am I gonna be? There's a lot of questions. Maybe you meet someone new. Am I moving in with this person? A lot of questions. I see Capricorn is having a lot of questions right now. Should I be here? Should I be there? What should I be doing? You could also make a beautiful career out of real estate right now. Or selling a property. Okay. I feel that you went through a period of suffering. Like, you were looking out and it was like, when is my time happening? When is that happening? And I get firm foundation and prosperity begins. So for you, Capricorn, it was really key that you're grounded and you're you know, because I always say, how can good things happen if you're not grounded? You're gonna be so overwhelmed that things all come at the same time, and you're gonna be like all over the place because you're not ready. Okay, so first find this strong foundation, and then your prosperity can come. Look at that, because you planted the seeds already. A lot of you already know where you're working towards. It's just you plant the seeds, but you have to be grounded, because if you're not grounded, you cannot like deal with all this stuff coming your way. Okay, so keep going, hang in there. Things are gonna be okay. Happiness is coming. So that's my message for you, my amazing Capricorns. I hope to see you next time. So let's move on to the next sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius, for you, we have this whole bunch of planets, this new moon in Aries in your third house. And third house is about learning. So some of you are studying something new. You are working on maybe publishing something, communicating something. So if you're like a motivational speaker, or you're a teacher, or you're a writer, some of you are writing something, publishing something, this is the time to do it. It's also a nice time to hang out with your neighbors, getting to know your neighbors, hang out with your family, your siblings. The North Node is conjuncting Venus in the fourth house. So there could be money coming in through real estate. Maybe you're selling a home. You start to work from home, making money. Unexpected income, maybe from a family member, maybe someone is giving you money. I'm never saying ask for it, but if they want to give it, right, they might want to help you with something. So, yeah, it's like you're breaking free from one job and you're going into the next for a lot of you. Because the South Node in the 10th house might have cut off a certain job and then brought you a new one. And Pluto is ready to move into your sign soon. It will be moving back and forward for like 2 years. So if you're an early degree Aquarius ascendant, you will have it on your ascendant. This will change your appearance. So you might change your appearance. Your life path might change completely. So North Node conjunct Venus can make you move somewhere else. This is a drastic life change. So whatever is not suiting you, like Pluto removes it. It's like, this not working for you, goodbye. If you're early birthday Aquarius, you will have Pluto over your sun. This will make you go through certain cycles to make you see something. So I don't want you to be scared of it, right? Go through it, because you will really learn a lot of lessons, and you're really gonna be taught how to have good boundaries. Strong boundaries. Say no when you have to, and say yes when you feel like. Okay? Not saying be selfish, but with Pluto there, you will attract platonic people. That there's good platonic people and bad platonic people. So you have to really feel and into your intuition who has good intentions and who has bad intentions. So take your time to get to know certain people that come in your life right now. Learning, reading, studying. Watch out that you don't overspend money on your kids, on maybe you're, I don't know, going on some trip or something. Don't overspend too much. Or on romance, if you're asking someone out and you're paying a lot, okay, because Mars is squaring Neptune, and this could lead to overspending. Saturn is now in your second house. It might restrict your money. It might force you to manage your money better. Like, what do you spend it on? How are you gonna spend it? So you feel maybe you have to work a bit harder to earn the money. You know, I'm not an astrologer that's gonna sugarcoat things. I'm saying them as they are. If I see good things, I'll tell you the good things. But the thing is, life is not only good things. Life is both. It's and the thing is that through hard work and through certain things, if things work out, you're gonna be so grateful, so happy. It's like, whoa, I've been through all this, but look where I am now. I did that. And if it's just handed to you, it's like, oh yeah, I do nothing and I get everything and I don't have to make any effort. So I do think that, you know, there's a reason for everything. Of course, it's nice to be handed stuff, but sometimes we do get things handed and we don't even notice it. We usually only notice the things that are not working out. Okay? The Lovers. So we're talking about things working out. So some of you might meet someone new. Yeah, maybe someone is giving you flowers. Or if you're in a relationship, someone is giving you flowers. Maybe you're moving in with someone, a new person you've met. The Magician. So you're manifesting a lot of new things in your life. But I do see that you have to be careful that you're not going to be like, there are some people that could deceive you around this time. So make sure that what you receive is valid. 5 of Swords. Yeah, it's like, I'm tired of responsibility. Like, I see some of you Aquarius had a lot of responsibilities. You know when to rest sometimes. Maybe go on a tiny trip, you know? Go on a trip or relax a little bit. You're like overwhelmed. 8 of Cups, like you're leaving something behind. May it be a relationship, may it be the place you live. You're starting this new chapter and it's scary. But I only see good cards. The Empress. You're gonna do it. You're gonna make it. Stay in your creativity. Stay in your truth. And I always say when you're doing well, people start envying you. This is a good thing sometimes because that means you're elevating. And not everybody is gonna stay with you when you elevate, okay? Because if you go up, some people are not there yet. They're here and they want you back there. And I've been through this and I've been very naive in my life many times. And I went back there. I went to meet back and I was here and I lost everything with it. Why? Because I went back to the people that were also here. I went back to like the lower vibration. So yeah, but I don't know if you're familiar with the human design. I have the 3 lines, so I'm going through constant experiments and I'm here to teach people apparently how to not do things. So yeah, that's the warning I can give you. That's my message for you, my lovely Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching. Let's move on to the next sign of Pisces. So Pisces. Money, 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 money. That's all I can tell you right now. Like, you're in a money cycle. Jupiter in the 2nd house. All the woundings where you thought you were not good enough, where you thought I don't deserve money, you will have a different perspective about that right now. You could be making lots of money at this time or just feeling very uplifted. You might get new job offers. And the North Node in your 3rd house is conjuncting Venus. So a new study, but also maybe you're gonna be recognized for something you've published, written. Maybe you're a speaker and people really appreciate the way you speak, what you've said. You're gonna be a really powerful communicator. But money is good at this time, and maybe because now Saturn moved into your first house. So you're going to have some more responsibilities. You're going to feel like life is slowing you down in a way. Things are being a bit heavier. But at the same time, maybe you're working hard because you're earning a lot of money. There might be that you attracted new love in your life through a trip. Maybe you went on a trip and you met someone new, but also you have a lot of work to do. So yeah, and your intuition is just so on point. It's like you know what to do, when to do it, and where. It's like there's a creative overflow happening, especially if you're like a writer or like a poet. Yeah, maybe you're making a blog about how to make money or how you made the money, and you're going to help other people do the same. Yeah, I'm just really, really excited. It's like an explosion of money. Yeah, studying, going on a trip, and treating yourself. I see you like getting a massage or going to a luxury hotel, even if it's just for the weekend. You know, when the money comes in, make sure to spoil yourself as well. The Magician. This is what you've been manifesting for a long time. You've been waiting for this time. So pamper yourself. Treat yourself. Okay? Like the king and queen you are is what I'm hearing. 8 of Swords. Okay. There is sometimes you feel like you're a little stuck. Like things are not moving, but they are actually moving. It's like you're wondering what's next for me. Yeah, it's like you've been blindsided. And then suddenly there are new opportunities coming. But, you know, make sure to be open. Like, be open, be receptive to new things. This is a card that's just in this deck. It's called the Well. And look at this lady. She sees opportunities. You're in a cycle where a lot of opportunities can come to you. So see the opportunities. The Sun. Yes. You're going to be feeling uplifted. Go do your networking, do your publishing, speak your truth from your heart. Some of you have been in a cycle of self-love, and you're going to teach other people also how to love themselves. Yeah, it's like this. You have, I think they call it the Midas touch. Right now, that's what you have, the Midas touch, the Midas touch. Sorry guys, my English. But you know the expression, like you can turn things into gold right now. You know and see how to do things. The Hermit and the Three of Cups. So literally, make sure to divide your time well. Being with friends and being by yourself. Because you also need to relax. Your mind is going over hours. I see like... Write everything down. These are really golden ideas you're having right now. So write them in a journal, write them down, because this is the key to many things in your life. Yeah. You've been waiting for this because your finances were not going that great before. With Chiron in the second house, and now you have Jupiter, you have this new moon, there is a new awakening, and you're seeing new possibilities on how to make money, and they were hidden from you before. Okay, let me get you a last card for this new moon in Aries. Allow your life to ramble aimlessly. Indecisiveness. So it could be that sometimes you don't know what the right way to choose is. Like, is it left? Is it right? What is the best thing for me to do? But I'm hearing, listen to your intuition, and what doesn't work out doesn't work out. At least you tried. So just try it. Plenty of material things. This is what we just talked about. And this is why I love astrology and tarot, because look at the deck. There's over 200 cards. I could have picked any card, right? And I picked the one that is related to your astrology, because life is all about alignment. Life is about alignment, and things can flow to you once you are on the right track. Okay, because some of you have been going through a period of depression or ill health, and you feel like people were taking a lot of your energy and you were not feeling well. You're feeling misunderstood. But now, you know, it feels like you found the right people around you, people that are there for you. And let the fears go, because right now you're going into a more relaxing time. I almost have to say that in a calmer voice. So Pisces, sometimes rest. There's a beautiful time for you, beautiful opportunities. You have a lot of chances to get a lot of material wealth around this time, and you really, really, really deserve that. So all the best to you, my lovely, lovely Pisces, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.